How's the ham today? Is it fresh?
Trapped it myself this morning, Mrs. Perkins.
A stand-up comedian. Don't quit the day job.
How much ham would you like?
I'd just like to try a little.
Here you go.
Hi, Morgan. Well, as I live and breathe, it's our daughter.
No kidding.
I see you guys 3 times a week.
Yeah, for a cup of coffee on your way to work.
You guys are coming to dinner tonight?
If you don't cancel.
All he's saying is that we used to see more of you when you were a secretary.
Yeah, Tessie, you're working night and day. Doesn't the great Mr. Trask have a family?
I think he has goldfish.
How's the rye bread? Fresh?
Still rising. But why don't we try some to be sure?
Boy, I sure do miss some of these characters that hang around here.
But not enough to come to work for me, right?
Thanks, but I like my job. They treat me like an adult.
And what is it we do?
You show customers my old baby pictures.
Only adults have old baby pictures.
How's the coffee today?
Lukewarm, and I'm not even sure it's fresh.
Well, let me try a little before I buy.
There you go.
And here you go.
Dad, whoa, I'm not taking a sandwich to lunch. Executives don't brown bag it.
Well, la-di-da.
I just don't want my purse smelling like pepperoni, okay?
Could I try a little cream cheese on my rye bread?
Tessie, help Mrs. Perkins with her shopping, huh?
Well, I gotta go. Oh, and don't eat more than 3 bananas or green. Adios. I will see you guys tonight at 7:30. And don't bring anything.
She doesn't mean that.
I mean it!
Are these fresh?
Silver cities rise, the morning lights, the streets that meet them, and sirens call them on with a song. It's asking for the taking, trembling, shaking. Oh, my heart is aching. We're coming to the edge, running on the water, coming to the bar. Your sons and daughters sing the greatest song. Stand on a star and blaze a trail of desire through the dark, near dawn.
So, basically, that's the update on the Nullerton report.
Thank you, Bryn. Who's next?
I am, sir.
Go ahead.
Everett.
Right.
We'd like to bring you up to date on how our chain of Traskateria restaurants is doing.
How are they doing?
In a word, sir, not so good. Even though the food is good and the price is right, there's been a steady fall off in customer satisfaction.
I'm well aware of that.
As you're well aware of.
Why is this happening?
We have several theories.
What's your theory?
People don't like the name.
What's your other theory?
I think we're seeing the beginning of a trend away from hamburgers, hot dogs, French fries,
Toward?
soufflés, quiches, ratatouilles.
So you think we should change the menu?
Immediately.
How about you, Tess?
Well, I've been thinking about something. I've gone to 10 different Traskaterias in the last month. You're kidding. And the thing that's missing is human beings. I mean, you shout your order into a life-size Trask in the box, and then you wait in a holding pen for your food to come out on a conveyor belt in a sterilized container.
So?
Well, there's no personal touch. I mean, I was in my dad's deli this morning, and he talks to his customers. He knows their names, and they come back day after day, year after year, and it's You know, it's like a huge family, all built on trust and personal service. He makes like 13 different hero sandwiches, all named after people in the neighborhood. He uses 6 different kinds of cheeses, bakes his own Italian breads, had eight different meats, prosciutto, salami, pastrami, corned beef, roast beef, sliced turkey breast, pepperoni. God, I can almost smell it. Wait a minute, I do smell it. He did it again. See, my dad thinks I'll starve if he doesn't hide lunch in my briefcase. Well, that's my dad. You probably have to meet him and see the place to know what I'm talking about.
Well, let's go.
What?
Libby,
Yo,
have him bring my limo around.
rolls or the caddy?
Caddy,
Standard or the stretch?
stretch,
White or the black?
black.
Mr. Trask, you mean you're just gonna go to Staten Island? Now?
Why not? I don't have another meeting until 4 o'clock.
Oh, actually, sir, I wasn't quite finished with my presentation.
Yeah, you were. Tess, you come with me. Everett, Bryn, you stay here, work on the menu and a new name.
But does it have to have Trask in it?
I'll leave that up to you.
Mr. Trask, I mean, we're really gonna do this? Just drive to Staten Island and then walk into my father's store unannounced?
Well, don't worry, Tess. I won't embarrass you.
No, it's not that. It's just that I can't believe you just do this on the spur of the moment.
Tess, in 1978, I flew to Austin, Texas on the spur of the moment for a bowl of chili. On the way back, I had to make several stops. One was in Amarillo, where I read in the local paper that a ball bearing factory was about to close. I loved ball bearings when I was a kid. So I bought it, turned it around, and 2 years later sold it for a $68 million profit. On the same trip, I met my first wife, and that cost me $40 million. So, Tess, you never know. This trip to Staten Island could be a gold mine, or it could be a waste of time. Like having to explain all this to you. Now, let's go, and bring that sandwich.
That has got to be the biggest limousine I've ever seen.
So?
So, it stopped out front.
It's a hit! I'll explain in a minute, but Mr. Trask is coming in.
Mr. Trask, is that who that is?
He's here now?
Yeah, but he's just here to look at the store. So, Dad, please don't talk to him about me or my late hours. And please, don't talk to him about being a corporate big shot because he's really not like that.
Honey, he's sitting in the limo talking on the phone.
Dad, please, just show him around the store. Answer all his questions. That's all I ask.
Okay,
please.
okay. I got no problem with that.
All right, okay. Okay.
I like it.
Mr. Trask, this is my dad, Joe McGill,
A.J. Trask.
and my mother, Fran McGill.
Nice to finally meet you.
So, the famous Mr. Trask.
Dad, I was telling Mr. Trask how friendly the place was and about how it looks. So I guess we've pretty much seen it. Thanks.
Mind if I look around?
Oh, of course not.
Sure, take your time.
You know, Tess really loves working for you.
She must. She spends every waking moment there.
Well, she's a hard worker, all right. You must be very proud of her. It's a great deli counter.
Yeah, it's small by corporate standards, but it suits me, the little guy, who has an uphill battle every day fighting off the corporate giants who think they can just come in for your... Well, he brought it up.
A pickle barrel. Boy, I haven't seen one of those since I was a kid.
Yeah, that's a throwback to simpler times, when people weren't so determined to go after everything they could...
Okay. We're out of here.
Rock candy. I have to have mine flown in from Disney World. I want a bunch of these.
Oh, please, help yourself.
90 cents a pound.
Now I mean a bunch of these stores. I'm going to get out of the restaurant business and into delis. Joe, why don't you come by my office tomorrow and talk to us about how you do things?
You want to talk to me?
Yeah, you.
Well, gee, I was going to sort the hams tomorrow.
Well, call. And we'll arrange something.
You know...
Jeez, Dad. I am so sorry that I got you involved in something without asking first. I don't know, I just started bragging about you, and the next thing I know, Trask is inviting you up to his office, but Please, if you don't want to do this, hey, it's okay with me.
Yeah, it sounds a little crazy. I think I'll pass.
Thank God.
Honey, I'm sorry I'm late. It took Mrs. Perkins half an hour to decide between the large curd or the small curd.
That's okay. Mom's respicing.
How did you know?
Because you always do.
But I promise you, I'm not going to be late tomorrow. I'll be at your office at 2:30.
2:30. What for?
Oh, that's right. You're not in the loop on this one. I called A.J. and I told him I changed my mind. I'd come by and talk to him.
Wait a minute, but I thought you weren't coming.
Yeah, well, I thought about it this afternoon. I decided I didn't want to let you down.
Let me down? It's not even a question of letting me down. I mean, you wouldn't let me down. You said it was a crazy idea, and I know how you feel about corporations.
Well, I'm not changing my mind about that. But I thought, if this chain of stores is set up right, you know, like my place, then little guys like me are going to be running them, and that way we can get a piece of the corporate pie. What percentage do you think I should ask for?
Dinner served.
Great. I'm starved.
Well, what are you going to wear?
When?
Tomorrow, the meeting?
Well, I don't know. My wardrobe is a little limited. Basically, it's this outfit, with or without the apron.
He'll have pressed pants, a clean shirt, a tie, and his windbreaker.
That's fine.
A tie? I'm going to wear a tie.
You're wearing a tie.
Okay, but not the one with the horses, the one with the ducks.
Oh.
So, you want me to come by your office first or not?
Yeah, I guess so.
You don't sound too thrilled about it.
No, of course I am. Yeah, do that. Come by my office, and then I can explain to you the rules in the protocol. And
Protocol rules? Honey, this guy wants to talk to me about groceries.
Dad, I'm sure he does, but I mean, this is a business meeting. It's not like sitting around a pickle barrel.
You don't want me to go, do you? Huh? You think I'm going to embarrass you? Fine. I won't go.
Dad, listen to me. I want you to come. Please come. Be at my office at 2:30, okay? But just please, remember that I'm an executive there.
Fine.
All right.
I'll even call you Ms. McGill. And here's a picture of Ms. McGill when she was just 3 years old sitting on my deli counter.
What's that she's wearing?
Yeah? That's wax paper. Here's another one. When she was just 10 months old, she's sitting on a hoagie. And he says, paper cups? I thought you said paper cuts. And he lowers his price 15%.
Well, that's the kind of thing you don't learn from an income statement. Bryn, what do you have on inventory?
Our research shows that for the chain to be successful, inventory control is absolutely essential.
Joe, how do you handle inventory?
Well, actually, this is an idea I got in January of 1967.
How do you remember the month?
Well, Tessie was just 2 years old, and she was sitting by the pickle barrel playing with some crayons, and... Oh, shoot, I didn't bring that picture.
That's okay, Dad.
Well, anyway, the crayons gave me an idea. I mark every can with a blue X, and every bag with a yellow X. Then I keep a different record on paper. Then when somebody buys something, I mark it off with a different color.
I'm not sure I follow you. Why don't you show us?
How do you mean?
Right in here. Guess it's not quite ready yet. Maybe we should come back tomorrow.
That's my store.
Well, actually, it's just a mock-up. Don't eat anything. It's not real.
But how did they know what it looks like?
I described it to them.
No wonder they call you A.J.
Actually, those are my real initials.
Still, it fits.
So can you come back tomorrow and talk to us?
If it's okay with Tessie.
How about it, Tessie?
Oh, absolutely. And based on industry data, I project break-even by about fifth quarter of operation.
That's great, Joe. Put the expensive stuff at eye level. Of course. See you tomorrow.
Hello. It's a nice tie. Nice shoes, too. Hi, sweetie.
Hi.
How you doing? Can I give you a hand with this? I'm very good with figures, remember?
Dad, please, I'm concentrating.
Honey, can I ask you something?
In a minute.
But, sweetheart, this is important.
Dad, I'll be right with you. This is kind of important, too.
Fine, all right. I'll ask somebody else. Everett, where's the men's room?
Right down the hall, just past the room with the copier, but before you get to the broom closet. That happened to me a couple times. Right across from that other room.
It's the door that says men.
Thanks, Libby.
What a great guy. I wish my dad were like him.
Glad you're getting such a kick out of him.
Aren't you?
Not really.
How come? Hey, he's outgoing, he's original, give me another O word.
Obsequious?
No, that's me.
Overbearing?
No, that's Brent.
You think your dad is overbearing?
No, I don't know. It's just that he treats me like I'm a little girl. I mean, he thinks I need help with this report. He's going to hang around so we can take the ferry together. And now he's hanging around here being buddy-buddy with everybody from Trask on down.
Sounds serious, Libby.
I'll call security.
Hey, you guys, laugh if you want, but you're not the one he's embarrassing. Well, he can just forget it. I'm not riding the ferry home with him, and I don't need help with my job. I just wish he'd never come here in the first place.
Hey, Joe. Mr. Trask told me to ask you which aisle this goes in.
Put it wherever the hell you want.
Hi, Ma. Where is he?
Where's who?
Don't play games with me. I know he's here. I was one ferry behind him.
He's in the back, sulking.
Great. I really screwed up royally this time. Did he tell you what happened?
He said you screwed up royally. Listen, you know your father. He's a little stubborn, in case you wonder where you got it. Go talk to him. I'm sure you two can work it out.
Dad, can we talk?
I'm busy.
Dad, look, I'm sorry.
It's already forgotten. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Dad, come on. I really am. I would give anything if I hadn't have said those things.
It's okay. Really. It's no big deal. You slave your whole life to raise a child. You give her home, clothes, canned goods. Then she sneaks up behind you with a shovel and hits you in the back of the head. It's perfectly normal. Why should I let it bother me?
Dad, listen to me. Okay? I love you. And I'm grateful for everything that you've done for me. But you know something? I am an adult now.
So?
So, I don't feel like an adult when you're around.
He showed the baby pictures?
Show the baby pictures.
Is that it? Is that the terrible thing I did to embarrass you?
Dad, it's nothing that you did. It's just having you there at the office made me feel, I don't know, a little uncomfortable.
Oh, well, now I feel better. It's not what I did, it's who I am. I'm just naturally an embarrassment to you. I don't have to do anything. I just stand there.
Dad,
and you're humiliated.
I didn't mean it that way.
That's what it sounded like.
Well, then let me explain it another way. Excuse me, Miss Perkins? Can I ask you something? Doesn't this man look exactly like Robert Redford?
Which man?
Isn't he just the cutest thing you've ever seen? You know something? He could have been a movie star. He could have been one. But you know, he's a good boy. He stayed here in the neighborhood.
That's enough. Sorry, Mrs. Perkins. Fran, help Mrs. Perkins with her shopping.
Robert Redford looks more like Ernest Borgnine.
All right. You made your point. You're doing what my mother used to do to me.
And I'm sure Grandma meant well, but it was embarrassing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was embarrassing till I was about your age. Then I stopped being embarrassed.
Why? What happened?
Your mother had you. You're going to know what I'm talking about when you're a parent. Yeah. You are going to know what it feels like to be so in love with this adorable little baby that you want to share it with the rest of the world. You are going to know what it feels like to think your kid is the most beautiful, the best, the smartest, like mine was, and she still is.
So what you're saying is you're going to keep on embarrassing me?
No. I'm going to keep on being proud of you. Like today, huh? I went into that office to see my little girl. You know what I saw instead? A competent, confident executive.
Really?
Really. A.J. Trask. And you were right there in the room with him. I got you, huh? I got you. But you know what? I learned something, honey. You got your own dreams, and you're going to do whatever it takes to reach them.
Well, I learned that from somebody very special. My third grade teacher. Gotcha!
You No, it's good talking to you, A.J. Yeah, it is. Uh-huh. You stop in here anytime. I got a sandwich with your name on it. Yeah.
So, how'd he take it?
Well, he said he was sorry that I didn't want to be involved, but he understood how a guy like me wouldn't want to be cooped up in an office.
He's got to be wild, free to roam the produce aisles.
All right, okay. You kid all you want, both of you, but I got away with people.
Hello, Mr. Redford.
Hello, Mrs. Perkins. What can I do for you now, huh?
Word on the street is you got a melon shipment.
You caught me red-handed.
Come on, Mrs. Perkins, I'll show you where the melons are. Right this way.
I'm just tasting.
I know.
So, we're doing okay.
Oh, we're doing fine.
Oh, you know that picture you have of me sitting on the deli counter?
It's one of my favorites.
I'll trade you for a picture of a certain 6-year-old boy peeing in the snow.
You got a deal. I'm not even going to ask you who it is.
Okay.
Give
Give me that. No.
Hey, this is the three of us at Carlsbad Caverns.
Gotcha.
I'm Ron Majors. Coming up at 10, new developments in the DeWallaby murder case just days after that dramatic verdict in court. Also, the hunt for a suspect in the brutal beating of 3 elderly Chicagoans, a beating that came just weeks after their house was the target of arson. Those stories and more when you join us at 10.